Good evening, Guyana. I'm Delvin Neblett with your HGPTV Sports Pulse for today, Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. We begin tonight with fishing. On Saturday, the Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Zulfikar Mustapha, participated in the Ministry of Agriculture's Fisheries Department's annual Big Catch fishing competition. The event, which was held at the Kingston Seawall Jetty behind the Marriott beachfront, commenced at 6 a.m., gathering employees from the Ministry of Agriculture, students, and recreational fishing enthusiasts for a morning of engagement, leisure, and healthy rivalry. The minister mentioned that events like the Big Catch not only contributes to promoting responsible fishing techniques, but it also underscores the expanding potential of sport fishing in Guyana. Moving into football, on Monday, October 27, 2025, Assistant Commissioner Dion Moore, Commander of Police, Regional Division Number 7, made a generous contribution of 15 pairs of football uniforms to the Agatash Primary School's football team. The official handover ceremony took place at the Police Regional Headquarters, Bartica, where Regional Sports Officer Mr. Mark Ambrose received the donation on behalf of the team. This meaningful initiative aims to support the ongoing development and participation of young athletes from the Agatash community who are currently taking part in the court's Under-11 Pee Wee football competition. Action resumed with the quarterfinals round of the 2025 Courts Optical Pee Wee Under-11 football tournament at the Ministry of Education ground on Saturday. The first match was a 3-1 victory for Lenore Primary over Tuckville Primary on penalties after an initial 2-2 draw. Match number 2 was a 3-0 victory for St. John the Baptist Primary, also decided on penalties after playing to a goalless draw against St. Gabriel's Primary. Match number 3 produced a tense 1-0 victory for Redeemer Primary over St. Pius Primary, and the final quarterfinal match saw West Rhymeville Primary defeat Agatash Primary 2-0. St. John the Baptist Primary would then secure a 2-0 victory over Redeemer Primary in the first semifinal, as Lenore Primary secured a 1-0 victory over West Rhymeville Primary in semifinal number 2. More in football, action resumed in the Guyana Football Federation's Division 1 Women's League 2025 with 2 fixtures at the National Training Center in Providence on Friday. The first match was a 2-0 victory for Ansgrove United over Menedalus, as both Crystal Sutton and Alastasia Adrian scored once in a winning effort. In match number 2, Shemaya Hing scored once as both Delana Small and Rihanna Da Costa netted brilliant doubles in a commanding 5-0 victory for the Fruta Conquerors over Riversview United FC. Still in football, action also resumed in the Georgetown Football Association's Senior Men's League 2025 with 2 matches at the Police Sports Club ground Ivleri on Friday and 2 matches on Sunday. On Friday, the first match was a 1-0 victory for the Motherland FC over the Tabletoppers Rhythm Squad, as the player of the match, Charles Ihirim, produced the winning strike. Match number 2 was a commanding 4-1 victory for Beacon FC over Ordis FC on the back of 1 goal each from Keon Douglas, Sunil Logan, Manessa Premo, and player of the match, Antoine Vincent. On Sunday, Jocelyn Dean was named player of the match in the first fixture as Pile FC and North Stars played to a scoreless draw. Match number 2 was a commanding 3-0 victory for Camptown FC over Eastveld FC. Action resumed in the 2025 Republic Bank Under-18 Schools Football League with 4 fixtures at the Ministry of Education ground on Sunday. The first match was a commanding 3-1 victory for the 3 Mile Secondary over Dolphin Secondary on the back of goals from Rondell Washington, Ruel Washington, and Chris Anderson. Dolphins' Tyler Abraham scored once in a losing effort. In match number 2, Charlestown Secondary secured a close 2-1 victory over Abramzul Secondary, as both Dilshawn Allen and Adian Marks scored once. Match number 3 was a thrashing 6-0 victory for West Rhymeville Secondary over President's College, as Lyndon Grace scored a dazzling hat-trick and Jeremiah Griffith, Joel Griffith, and Donovan Welcome each scored once in a winning effort. The final match was another comprehensive 10-2 victory for defending champions Chase Academic Foundation over South Rhymeville Secondary, as Isaiah Eiffel scored a superb hat-trick, Shaquan David and Brian Wharton each scored doubles, while Nyron Barrow, Tyrone Walcott, and Mark Velcrom each scored once in the 8-goal victory. Finally, in cycling, the Kaitrotak Racing Cycling Club held its 4th annual fireworks event at the Kingston Bandstand Circuit on Sunday. Awarding prizes to the top 6 finishers, the high-stakes elite category race was won by Guyanese Brighton John in a close finish against Trinidadians Jetty and Leon Tripty. Barbadian Dominic Howard finished 4th, with Guyana's Aaron Newton and Christopher Griffith finishing 5th and 6th respectively. The Category 4 race was won by Tyrone Hamilton, with Kwame Fortune finishing 2nd and Andy Rajkaran finishing 3rd. In the over 50 category, James Jolin Joseph secured victory, while Adam Alexander secured victory in the Masters 35 to 49 category ahead of Sagan Hubbard. The junior category was won by Ajani Cutting over Alex Newton in 2nd and Alexander Leung in 3rd. That's it for this edition of the HGPTV Sports Pulse. I'm Delvin Neblett, reminding you to stay in the game.